Look at that, guys. We are live 2 days in a row. Yeah? Gotta like that. Let's get our gloves back on. We don't really need our gloves, but I suspect after walking a couple miles to the White House, we're gonna be cold. Let's get this telescoping pod set up. There we go. There is your U.S. Capitol building. And we're going to make our way down to the White House. We're going to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. The House and Senate are in session. You can see the Senate flag is up, and then the House flag is up over there on my left. And it is a sea. Hello. It is a sea of Suburbans over here. I'm doing all right. It's in the 40s today, so it's a bit warmer, 45 Fahrenheit. It's like, what, 10 Celsius maybe? I don't know. Bit better than it's been. I just read that this is like the coldest January we've had in like 8 or 9 years here in DC. So let's hang on a second. Whoa, camera, come on, control yourself. Over there, guys, that's the Supreme Court. Oh, there's the bells. I think it's 1 o'clock now. It's the Supreme Court building, and the Library of Congress main reading room is right over there. Not much, Brenda. Covered in snow back home. Oh, that's why is it so empty? Well, the congressmen are in there, the senators in the House. There's not a lot of tourists today, and most of the staff, they don't come outside here. Actually, I was thinking it was kind of crowded, given how many cars are out here. You have to understand that there is a tunnel network from the Senate to the Senate office buildings, which are those buildings over there. And then there's also a tunnel over to the House office buildings. Most staffers, when they go to the House or to the Senate, they would just take the tunnels from their offices. They would not come out here. The general public is currently not allowed to come in. The Capitol is still closed due to COVID, so there are no tours or anything like that. But if you want to go visit your congressman, you can go do that over at their office building. So let's make our way down. Whoops, hang on a second. So far, so good, but we'll see what happens when the bandwidth limitations start to kick in. So the architect of the Capitol is scooping up all the sand and grit that they put down for the snow, because they want to put down more sand and grit for this weekend. We have sleet coming. So got to get rid of the old sand and grit before you put down the new sand and grit. Yeah, we'll go for a walk. So over there is the patio portico. That used to be the most beautiful view of Washington, and after 9/11 they closed it. It's really a shame. I used to love going out there at night, watching the sunset over the monuments. Hello, Maine. So you may remember earlier this year someone got killed. A police officer was run over by a car. That took place right there at the North Gate, right where those police officers are standing. There's a little memorial to that officer. Where should we go? You guys want to go down the grass or the sidewalk? I think we'll go down, we can go down the mall, or we can go down Pennsylvania Avenue. The mall, we can see the museums, we can see the ice skating rink. If we go down Pennsylvania Avenue, we'll go by the FBI and the IRS. Need the exercise. You know, I used to have people who would watch my videos, my live streams especially, and they'd put on their treadmill, yeah, and they'd put my video on the treadmill, and then they would just walk with me, yeah. Yeah, I just saw the groundhog up in Pennsylvania, ran away again. I don't blame him. It's been really cold. There's a lot of squirrels out here. I haven't seen a groundhog in a bit. Is it going to snow today? No, it was not going to snow today. It's about 45 Fahrenheit. That's what, 10 Celsius. So we're not going to get snow today. This weekend, though, Friday night, they just heard the weather for. God, this is like the tamest. Hey, how's it going? This guy doesn't even. It's like not even afraid of me. Hi. Ooh. He got scared because he's a squirrel. He's like, what's this camera thing in my face? Where was that? It's gonna get cold this weekend. Yeah. So we're gonna get rain Thursday, tomorrow, and rain Friday, possibly turning to sleet. And then Saturday it's gonna drop into the 20s. Oh, yeah. So we're walking down Capitol Hill. Hey, Cape Town, how's it going? How's your water situation going in Cape Town? I remember you guys had some droughts. Was that a couple years ago? Where like the town ran out of water? They are repairing the fountain in the front of the White House. They fixed the one in the South Lawn last fall. Boy, that's a loud helicopter. I bet that's a V-22. They fixed the South Lawn fountain, and then now they switched around to fixing the North Lawn fountain. Nope, that's a Huey. Sending your weather. I've heard we're going to get the Illinois snow weather shortly. Actually, I think this one's coming in off the coast, isn't it? I think this storm we're going to get is coming off the coast. I do hate rats, or night squirrels as I call them. Night squirrels. So here you guys can take a look at the fence. Now that we have a wall at the Capitol, or at the White House, you guys don't seem to care about the fence anymore. But it's still here. It's still here. Yeah, technically I believe it's conduit work. I mean, the contract is for conduit work, and I was told they were upgrading the plumbing is part of that conduit work, which is why the existing things like the fountain are getting work done. But those contracts are all classified, basically. Hello. Okay, where are we at? We are at 1st Street Northwest, yeah? And we need to go to 16th Street. Guess what that means? We've got a 15-block walk, 15 blocks to get to the White House. And we're being watched too. See, this is a temporary spy camera system they put in after January 6th that has just, well, not left. That's a squirrel's like, if you don't have food, why am I talking to you? I'm kind of the same way sometimes. Never been to DC? Okay, well, walk with me, yeah? You're gonna walk, we're gonna walk, I think we're gonna walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. You guys think so? Is the White House gonna be demolished? No, I don't see any evidence of that. But I tell you what, if I do see it being demolished, you'll see it on my channel. I'll film it. There's a bunch of snow over there. This reflecting pool is all ice over here on the left. We still have a lot of salt and goo on the roads. Hey, Scotland. What's up, mate? The Washington Bullets and then the Redskins. Everybody's getting renamed. At the moment, you can't tour the Congress, but you can visit your congressman. I am actually thinking noodles are for lunch today, but I've decided not to eat until later. All the cool people are eating now, and I'm going to eat later. Hey, Poland, welcome to Washington, D.C. You're on Capitol Hill. Well, actually, we're at the bottom of Capitol Hill now. That is, of course, the U.S. Capitol in the background. Though about 50% of the people who see that actually call that the White House. In fact, a commenter on my channel was screaming, "You're not showing the White House. The White House has a dome." And I was like, no. So many buildings and businesses are closed in D.C. Yeah, kind of. The government is still technically work from home. Work from home protocols are being observed, and I think it's something like 65 to 75% of government employees are work from home. As a result, the private sector is about the same, lawyers and lobbyists. And as a result, stores like, delis and nail salons and stuff have all kind of gone out of business. So it's pretty rough. There's a lot of vacant storefronts. I just heard on the radio that DC and San Francisco have the worst return to office rates in the country, or the highest vacancy rates for office space. It's kind of nice. It's about 45 degrees. The thing is, right now, the area I'm in right now is mostly tourists. And if you're a Washingtonian and you're down here, well, you kind of get used to being nice, you know, taking pictures for people, answering questions, la da 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 da, you know. To be honest though, most DC people don't come down here because, well, it's actually kind of a touristy zoo down here. Oh, still got a lot of snow over here. This is where the snow plows pushed all their snow. There's a park police mounted unit over across the way. Maybe we'll go see his horse. From what I was told, the truckers aren't even going to leave until March 1st, if at all. So we're going to have a quiet month probably. He died on December 3rd. I'm sorry to hear that. You're getting a flag flown over the Capitol. It's delayed. It's complicated, but you can still get it. They still will get you those flags. All right, let's make our way down. We'll go down the mall a little bit. We're going to go by the art gallery here. The DC Trapeze School. Yeah, the DC Trapeze School is down by the Korean taco place. Watchman at the gates. Someone didn't mention that recently. Oh, all right, let's tell you, we'll go halfway. I don't want to get hit, but I don't want to wait for a red light, because why should I wait for a red light when there's like no cars? There's a few cars. I heard that there's a Facebook group that's been formed to do a trucker convoy, but the date they're looking at is March 1st. I think logistically, to pull something off cross country, it does require a few weeks of prep. Yes, your tax returns are going to be delayed. I think the key that I heard, my accountant told me, was oh cool, is to file digitally. Don't file on paper. That's just asking for several months more delay. So my regular viewers have seen this tree before. This tree is an important part of history. This is where Captain America met Falcon for the first time. Remember the scene where Captain America was running around saying, on your left, to Falcon? Well, Falcon came and sat down at this tree, and then Captain America, hey, what's up? Came over and said hi to him. Come here, squirrel. Come here, squirrel. Chasing squirrels. Chasing squirrels. Chasing squirrels. My name is Doug. And you were my best friend. Squirrel. Hello, Doug. Yes, that is the Captain America tree. So if you watch Captain America Winter Soldier, that's where you meet Falcon for the first time. You know what? It's really nice. I'm going to take my gloves off. Yeah, there is something down by the Washington Monument. We can go by there. It's I think it's a memorial for not a memorial, but it's like a protest or something in support of healthcare workers. I don't know if the U.S. has any 5 stars right now. I don't know who our last 5-star was. The crane on the left is the Air and Space Museum. No, I'm not going to Senator Dole's. That's actually a private service. It's actually very, very, it's sort of abnormally so, I've been told. I do need peanuts, you know. When I used to go out with my buddies, they used to have popcorn sellers here on the mall, and I would buy popcorn. And then I would follow my friends around, and I would throw popcorn behind them. And I'd get this like wall of seagulls. I mean, like 100, 200 seagulls would be following my friends around. And my friends would just go into a panic. And then I would just throw popcorn at them, and the seagulls would just go nuts. And it was great fun. I can remember that wall of birds coming down the mall. Hey, we've been speaking about Canada. That's the Canadian embassy right there, that building. It's the only embassy that's down here by the Capitol instead of up by the White House and the State Department. You know, there's been a lot of talk on the internet about truckers, but I don't see anyone planning with the DC police or anything like that. Huh. They've got a scaffolding now over at the National Gallery of Art, the classical art building. It's got a scaffolding up. I told you I'd go down to Pennsylvania. Okay, we'll go cut over by the IRS and the FBI, yeah? Then we'll go by the ice skating rink. Washington Monument, you can go up in the Washington Monument, but you need a ticket 24 hours in advance. So you have to go there, you have to get a ticket online, and then you can go up the next day. So, a bit tricky. The birds. It would have been a good video. Maybe we'll try to recreate it this summer if we can get some popcorn. The Korean War Memorial is under renovation right now. I was kind of close to it yesterday, but there was this big prayer group blocking the entrance, basically. All you can see now is what you could see before. The new renovation is going to put down the names of all the fallen and expand the size of the memorial quite a bit. And that's not due, I think, until next year. Like, not early next year, but like late next year. That's the sculpture garden over there. That's the Hirshhorn Sculpture Museum. That was in the movie Wonder Woman '84. The scene where Wonder Woman was explaining art and trash cans. There is an existing $19 million contract at the White House to put in electrical and plumbing conduits all around the building. That's been going on for, well, years, and that's being performed by Whiting Turner, which is a large government contractor. And we've seen the Whiting Turner trucks, we've seen the trencher, everything seems to indicate that. Part of that contract was to connect existing things on the White House ground to the new conduit. And my suspicion is that's what the fountain work is connecting the existing fountain to the new conduit that they've been putting in. If I want to eat in a restaurant in DC and sit down, yes, I have to show a vaccination card. But if I want carry out, I just get carry out. Or there's a list of places that don't really ask that much. Or I just go over the river like I'm going to do today and just get to have that restriction. Neither does Maryland either. It's only DC. But that's been a big problem for tourists. A lot of tourists have come here only to be surprised that they can't sit down in a restaurant. Oh, we got like a squirrel war going on here. Oh, it's because he's scared of the bag. Hey, what's up, guy? Where's that bag going? Sorry, chasing squirrels. I was looking at that quote yesterday. I don't really remember what it said, though. What are they selling here? Pibeye. What's that? Is that like a ribeye steak? Steak. Late breakfast, what are you going to get, a hot dog? That would be good. So up over there on my right, that's the Archives building. That's where your Constitution and Declaration of Independence are stored. Unfortunately, I can't really take you there either. So it's kind of a bummer. Whoa, car. Wow, the whole road's empty. Check this out. Oh, except this truck is coming now. This truck is like speeding, trying to hit me. So annoying. All right, let's go into the sculpture gardens here. I'm probably gonna go to Pho 75. Get some Vietnamese noodles. I'm not sure though. They can go to hospital. You can go to museums. You don't need your card, by the way, for museums. Art. How do you get in the White House? At this time, you have to be invited. There's no public tours allowed. Ooh, I got a stone in my shoe. I gotta remember where I parked my car. You know what's in my trunk? You know what's in the trunk of my car? And I could have brought it with me, and we could have had a lot of fun, but I just forgot. In the trunk of my car are my ice skates. The squirrels are so used to people here. Yeah, they're pretty original with the names. Pho, and then whenever they arrived in America. Not really. I'm gonna go to the Kennedy Center probably tonight. I think people are kind of used to live streamers. It doesn't really faze them anymore. Pretty girls hang out. I'll let you know. It's a secret. The building behind the skating rink is the archives. That's where the Constitution is kept and the Declaration. This little building over here, on the other hand, is a restaurant cafeteria. Here's the thing. Yeah, restaurants, museums, and churches, and something else are exempt. Museums, churches, and something else are exempt, but bars, restaurants, and gyms, you have to do that. I'm going to find the locations. I'm sure there are people that can figure that out. I had someone actually ask me that. They sent me a photo, and I was able to track it down for them. That rock that was in my shoe has returned. I have no idea what it is, though. It's bugging me. And that's the Department of Justice over there. Jeff Zucker's the CNN guy. I don't know where that is. I know where the Jeff Bezos house is. I've taken you guys there a few times. So this is the Department of Justice. Behind it is the FBI. I'm gonna get hit by a Hertz Penske truck. Go by a fire station. You know, there aren't any fire stations down here. This is all the government sector, and they don't really have fire stations. So I'm gonna cross here, though. I'm gonna try to get this stone out of my shoe, too. So this afternoon, I'm actually picking up a brand new lens for my big camera. It's a huge lens, and we're going to take it over to the White House tomorrow because Marine One is taking off tomorrow, and we're going to see how this new lens does, if it's not too cold or wet. Yeah, we're out for a walk. We're at, what is this, 9th Street, 9th, and we're going to 16th. Brenda, we just walked by a few of them. The problem is right now, a lot of them aren't open. They're only open like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, I mean, some are open, but It's, God, it's like a maze to figure out which museum is open on which day. It's really quite annoying. Like Monday and Tuesday, don't come to Washington on a Monday or Tuesday right now because nothing is open. I think he does. That must be something in my shoe. That's what it is. There are a lot of Masonic lodges. There's actually an old one just up this street, but there's a huge Scottish Rites temple. He did resign. I saw that. What time will he be at the White House tomorrow morning? I don't know. We haven't got the guidance yet on what time the helicopter takes out. The acoustics yesterday were pretty amazing, yeah. And that little girl, 8th grader, who played the piano was, well, she was pretty impressive. For those who didn't see my video last night of the Lunar New Year celebrations in the National Cathedral, they had a beautiful piano piece echoing across the cathedral. There is a day pass. There's something like a day pass. I don't know how it works right now. There is some sort of pass thing. Yeah, the Holocaust Museum is only open like Thursday, Friday, Saturday too. Yeah, there's a video last night. The music in the cathedral was just beautiful. There's like something in my shoe. That's the FBI. Mulder and Scully. I think he had an affair with someone. Or he didn't have an affair because he's divorced, right? I'm really not sure on all the details of his resignation. Yeah, I remember the Zucker brothers. Yeah, they were great. So you're looking at the FBI right now. We're going to cross the street. Hey, Happy New Year to you. Year of the Tiger. Ah. The Korean culture, Koreans celebrate Lunar New Year too, and the Vietnamese and Indonesians and a few other countries in Asia. All right, here we are at FBI headquarters, getting facially recognition scanned by their security system. They've got all the old flags up here. Hey, yeah, Tom, we're just getting the TFR stuff for New York. I just got an alert from the White House. I knew he was going. They sent us a guidance last week that he was going, but the details are coming out now of his flight tomorrow. That's why I ordered a new lens. The CIA does have an office in Washington, D.C. I showed it to you guys a couple days ago when I was doing my Spies in the Suburb video. It's on Navy Hill. It's over by the State Department. It's a small building. I don't really know what's there. I think it's CIA counterintelligence, but I'm not sure who's actually located on Navy Hill. It's the old OSS office building. So it was the first CIA building before Langley. There was a video last week. I think it was Spies in the Suburb or something. How many flags are there? I really don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 flags out here. I think they're like all the different flags when we had like 15 states, 16 states, whatever. So there's 12 flags out here. Now the staff entrance is over there. It's actually pretty busy. You see cars and people going in and out of the staff entrance. Well, pretty much every time I've come down here, you can see the vehicles going down there. Out of focus, that's the bandwidth. That's just the bandwidth. There's nothing I can really do about that. That's T-Mobile and Verizon and all those wads. Being wads. So that building over there, guys, that's the IRS, Internal Revenue Service. It's much quieter than the FBI. Ford's Theater is back. Actually, it's just up to my right. And that building there is Trump Hotel. What's this truck doing? What the heck? Pavement Management Intelligence. That's weird. That's like a pothole detection truck. All right, we got a green light. All right, 10th Street. Ford's Theater is up to my right. That's the Trump Hotel, soon to be the Waldorf Astoria, I think. Yeah, the Washington Commanders. I guess they named it after Biden's dog. Isn't Biden's new dog called Commander? It is the old post office. Though I haven't been in it since they turned it into a hotel. There used to be a good food court, and you used to be able to go up to the roof and go up into that tower, which was pretty cool. But again, COVID. Hey, birds. Get out of my way. It's quiet, but honestly, it's almost always quiet down here. DC is not really a New York City kind of town because all the buildings are only 10 stories, yeah? So it's not like New York City where you've got like literally 1,000 people in one building, 10,000 people in one building. So that building was built after Herbert Hoover. I don't know, I'm not Canadian. Fogo de chao, Brazilian steak. Ooh, these big swords of beef. This used to be the Evening Star building, by the way. This was the newspaper that competed with the Washington Post. The lease for the hotel is being sold. It's a complicated deal. The building itself is owned by the government, the GSA. It's leased for $2 million a year, and then they're selling out the lease. The cat's name is Willow, I believe. We are going to go right through the World War I memorial on our way to the White House if we don't get hit by this truck. Oh, it's a scooter collector. I thought the cat's name was Willow or something. The new first cat. Do I see the DC flag? Well, I'm going to see it in a bit because City Hall is just up ahead on the left, but no, you don't really see it that often. Not here. I should have got on that bus. What was that? That was 12th Street. All right, we only got a couple more blocks till we get to the White House. Oh, every government agency has 3 acronyms, I think. The Weeping Willows. Yeah, we haven't been down along the river in a while because the main path by the river is being renovated and it's closed off. It's kind of annoying. Phil, I haven't seen the lights, though. I have seen videos of reflections of lights quite a bit at the White House. You gotta remember that there's a street nearby. There's a lot of traffic that goes by. But like I said, I haven't seen them. I don't really watch that stuff. But people do ask me about it. Green. All right, we're at 13th Street. Now we get to go look at all the skateboard stoners trying to do tricks for TikTok. I kid you not, they're always filming their videos. Never been to DC. It's nice to see. CNN is actually behind Union Station. That's back up on Capitol Hill area, so it's a bit far from us. These guys are here all the time. This one by FBI, yeah. Here we go. Wipe out. Yeah, it used to be an American company called Musical.ly. And they got bought by what, ByteDance? You know, I don't even have TikTok. I don't really use it. I had it when I was in Hong Kong and then I got rid of it. I don't dance. I don't have not like a pretty girl or anything. That's DC City Hall, guys. DC City Hall where the mayor is and the city council. Not a stoner skateboarder. That's good. That's good. It seems to be a lot. That and lacrosse. I don't know what it is about lacrosse. The DC flag and the American flag are on separate poles, and they are equally high. Actually, the DC flag is flying over here at the hotel, too. The Willard Hotel over there, the DC flag is on the second pole. We're going to cut through the World War I memorial, and then we're going to go around the Treasury building to the north lawn of the White House. Let CNN announce that he had resigned. Round robin. Okay, we got a bit of cars coming. This is the main road to Virginia. So all the commuters that go to Virginia, they go out this road. That is the Department of Commerce. And I think we got a green light now. And if we don't, we're going to just take it because, well, we should have a green light. Yeah, it's green. The POW flag flies at the White House and other government agencies because of a law signed by Donald Trump. Donald Trump signed a law that the White House, the Congress, your post office shall fly the POW MIA flag every day. So the State Department is at like 24th Street, 25th Street. I'm now at like 15th Street, so about 10 blocks. Bit of a hike. Ugh. This is General Pershing, Blackjack Pershing, commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces in World War I. And this was originally Pershing Square, a memorial to John Pershing, and had all the history of the battles on the Western Front and the Argonne, stuff like that. But then they decided to repurpose this whole area, and what used to be one of my favorite ice skating rinks right over here has now become the World War I Memorial Fountain. Now they're going to put a big statue down there that's not complete. It's got like another year or two. The artist is still working on it. The Argonne. So that's going to be the story of a soldier going off to war. They were mortal, but they were unconquerable. The Argonne Forest. If the world must become embroiled in a tremendous war to end wars, I'm glad that I too may play a part in it. Never before have men crossed the seas to a foreign land to fight for a cause which they did not pretend was peculiarly their own, but knew what's the cause of humanity and of mankind. Woodrow Wilson. Peculiarly. I would actually say peculiarly. The Argonne in France. Cold and rainy Germany. Well, I guess that's better than cold and rainy Washington, because that's what we're going to have in about 48 hours. I'm not going to go in the Willard today. We're going to go around the Treasury. There's the White House over there. The flag is still all twisted up. We saw yesterday it was all twisted up. Oi, Spike, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Anyone can sit in the church. The church is open to the general public before Biden arrives. So if you come to Washington and want to go to church, you can go there. You do get wanded by the police, though. The X-ray machine you or metal detector you. raining today, tomorrow. Yeah, the Commanders. Named after the dog. I haven't been to Germany in a long time. I remember in Berlin, I went to a Hertha Berlin game. Had a really good pretzel. I'm here. That was the old Ebbett Grill, pretty much the oldest restaurant in Washington. It's in the mid-40s. Hi, well, a hot dog and a Diet Coke. How much is that?
You want spicy or mild?
Just regular.
Regular or $6?
6? Okay. No, just a little ketchup is fine.
Only ketchup?
Yeah, just a little bit. That's good. Thank you very much. Yep. Bye-bye.
Hi, how are you?
Dog time. So I'll put the soda in our pocket for a minute. Oh, fire trucks. Fire trucks. I don't see them though. Ooh. That was a good hot dog. Sheila, that's cheap, yeah? They won't let me film inside the gift shop. I've tried. I had a good hot dog yesterday. It was warm. This one's pretty good. We're going to see the North Lawn in about a minute. Go on. They park underneath the office building. The new executive office building has a parking garage underneath. And I think there's some parking at the old executive. There's also a lot of private lots around here. The hot dog and the soda was $6, which is probably half the price I would have paid at the government places on the Park Service. Not really a lot of people walking around DC right now. There's a few out here in the touristy bits. Hang on, I gotta open this soda. Try to open the soda without spilling it. Honestly, this is actually a pretty good crowd for, what is it, a Wednesday? I know there's a table setting at the Navy Museum. I inhaled that puppy, I was hungry. Now I don't know if I need to get noodles or not. It's a good hot dog. Let's go over to the fence. They weren't coming till March. Oh, somebody donated money. Sam, again. Thank you, Sam. It's very kind. We will find some homeless guys to feed. I've almost got rid of all your gloves that you bought last time. I gotta donate some more of those. I've got a couple in my bag, but it's not really that cold today. Nobody really needs gloves
On Tinder?
today. You've gone in this entrance? This is where the tours come out, this side. Oh. I'm thinking in a week or two, if I can't get rid of all the gloves, I'm going to go to like a homeless feeding place and just give them to the crew that feeds the homeless. There you guys go. So we can't see any. There are some diggers in there. I saw them on the webcam earlier today. I haven't found a good hot pot place. I've had good Korean barbecue, but not good hot pot. I don't really like hot pot out. They just give you crap stuff. I have not seen the White House cat. I've seen the dog, though. We talked about the dog. We haven't seen Willow the cat yet. How far is 404th Street? 40th Street, is that what you mean? It's pretty far. I'm at 16th Street. What do you guys want to see? I'm actually pausing to drink a soda. Hot pot is where they put a giant pot of soup in front of you, and then they bring all this like meat and vegetables, and you throw it in the pot and you cook it in front of you, and you have this big soup. 404th Street. Oh, that's back by the Capitol. That's by the Canadian Embassy, huh? Oh, this guy got to travel with music. So, the wall, the Jersey barriers and plywood. Well, they're working back behind there on the fountain area, and they put this up. It's Jersey barriers on the bottom, and it's plywood on the top. There, you can see it up close. Plywood has a little bit of decoration. I don't know what they're doing. The hearts are not out yet for Valentine's Day this year. That's a good reminder. We should go out and see if they do that again. Yeah, like a soup fondue. Have you been to the White House? Yes, many times actually. I used to work in politics, so. Kelly, anything else you want to see? A townhouse in Georgetown will start at $1 million. Easily. CNN usually films from the Chamber of Commerce building, which is that building over there. The live cam is up on that building over there. There is a White House Visitor Center? This big fence surrounds, thank you for your donation. I hope you don't mind, I'm going to spend that on the homeless. This big fence, it surrounds the fountain that's here on the north lawn. And they just finished updating the fountain. What happened there? They just finished updating the fountain on the south lawn last fall. And then they brought this stuff over here, these Jersey barriers. These are just cement highway barriers. In the East Coast, they call them Jersey barriers. On the West Coast, they call them K-rails, Teddy Roosevelt. And then they put these plywood on top of it. There are a lot of secrets here. Oh, there's a puppy coming. Hey, guy. Hello. Brenda, donate in your own area. People keep donating money to me, and I can't spend it fast enough, to be honest. Okay, I've now finished my soda. Well, yeah, the live cam is just up on that building over there. Now we gotta go find a trash can to get rid of this soda. There are no trash cans in this area. Yeah, I'm burping like a cow. You guys want to go to the south lawn now? It's not that cold. This is Pennsylvania Avenue, and yeah, presidents used to come out here and shake hands and stuff like that. I've seen footage of I think actually Reagan used to come out here and play with the squirrels. I kid you not, Reagan was well known for like being friendly with the squirrels, like feeding the squirrels and stuff like that. And Bill Clinton used to come out here and go to McDonald's. I am allowed to show the Marine if the Marine was actually here. He's not here at the moment. Let's see, the president is giving a speech. The wall surrounds a fountain that's being renovated. Just from my own experience in Washington, D.C., whenever they do renovations at the memorials and whatnot, they put up a fence that's kind of decorative. I mean, imagine you're a tourist. You came to Washington, D.C., you want to take a picture of the White House, and you look out and there's a chain link fence with a bunch of guys bent over and, you know, contractors with loose pants and everything like that. And, you know, it's not really the photo you want to take home. So they got to get the work done. But I tell you what, the work I think is scheduled to be finished in April. So if April comes and the fence is still there, well then we'll see. Kind of interesting. Commander, I don't know why they named it after the president's dog. This is a new dog named Commander. Well, yeah, just come visit DC sometime. See it all live. I think a lot of people. No, the hot dog is gone. It's like I've eaten it all. Construction wall. Well, if you look at the video of Trump's rally on January 6th, yeah, if you look at the January 6th Trump rally, behind President Trump was, well, that exact same fence. Yeah, they had set it up for fence repair while they were doing the wrought iron fence. They used the same structure, the Jersey barriers with plywood. So if you just go look at a picture of Trump on January 6th, you'll see it. And you can see it even farther back when they were working on the fence here. There's some videos out there when they were putting it together. Basically, Jersey barriers with plywood on top. The Chesapeake is, as a crow flies, about 30 miles. But to drive, it takes about an hour. We're supposed to get rain, I think. It's a bit overkill. I mean, it's not just plywood. They put on that little decoration stuff. Well, we'll find out. I suspect it'll be down soon, and we'll see what's behind it. The press room, Joseph, I can't, we just walked by there, but you remember when I was showing you the Marine? The press room is over to the left, yeah? It's the part that connects the residence to the, whatchamacallit, to the West Wing. I saw Obama's motorcade, but I haven't seen Obama. I don't think I've ever actually seen Obama. That's a good name. Go Gunners. All right, let's go down to the South Lawn. I think we're following one of those dog crews. We might run over the other side of the street because they got trash cans on the other side of the street. You know, I didn't see a sniper, but I wasn't really looking. But when we get to the other side, we'll have a better view. We'll probably see the spotters. The missile battery we'll see. We have to go down 2 more blocks and then we can turn around and we can see the missiles. Because the missile battery has been in kind of an elevated position the last couple weeks. There was a motorcade this morning for the vice president to come into the office. I caught that one. So in my video tonight, you will see the vice president's motorcade as she almost runs me over because I was in my car. But there's no other travel today. Tomorrow we got Marine One. The president has a schedule that's publicly released. So you can go online, type Biden schedule on Google, and you'll get. And you just kind of have to time it, right place, right time, yeah? Now, sometimes he goes off the record motorcades, and that's just pure luck. I am on the White House press pool. I get their emails. So, like, if I get an email that says, you know, alert, we're in a motorcade. God, last time I was inside the Pentagon, geez, 1990s, early 1990s. Now, I've been to the Pentagon, like the 9/11 memorial a few years ago when it was open, but I haven't been inside the Pentagon in 20, 30 years, yeah? It's a dump. I mean, inside the Pentagon is really a dump. It's really. I was at actually. It's interesting. Like on 9/11, I actually went over to the Pentagon. I got pretty close. MG, you want to work in campaigns? Start local. Yeah, start local. Volunteer your time with a congressman or something in their campaign. That's the best way. The Pentagon is closed due to COVID, and so is the 9/11 memorial. I started working when Reagan was president. I did a lot of work during Bush and Clinton. That's why I met Bush Sr. Saw Clinton a few times. And then, who else? I saw Ford. I saw Reagan. I saw Ford. I saw Bush. I saw Clinton. I don't think I ever saw the Bush younger. I didn't see Obama. Did I see Trump once? I saw Pence once. But you have to remember, during most of Obama and Trump's time, I lived overseas. So I wasn't here. PR professional. Oh, they should love you. There's the missiles. Okay, guys. Let's zoom in here, guys. Okay, you see that green thing on top of the red building? That is an Avenger missile battery. If you want to know what Avengers look like, they're basically Stingers mounted on the back of a Humvee. I don't think that's actually a Humvee, though. I think they took the battery up there and set it up as like a ground-based station. Still looking for a trash can. I don't know when there's truckers are supposed to come. If, like March or something. So we're going to go to the south lawn now. Oh, the light's green. Duh. So I'm sitting here like a dork. You know, when I obey the traffic laws is when I actually screw up. Yeah, well, Mark, there's actually a couple. There's one down at the Navy Yard. I've shown you guys that one. Then there's this new one called the NASAM, N-A-S-S-A-M, which is like the Norwegian system. And that's up there's one down at Fort Belvoir, and then there's one up at the David Taylor Naval Research Lab. That's up on the Beltway. There is a bowling alley in the White House. I've never been there, though. If you Google air defense missiles, you'll find them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Helicopter. Squirrel. One thing that always impressed me about Bush Sr. is that, I actually did some interactions with his team and with him. I actually met him. But I always tell this one story. You guys remember the perfect storm? Yeah, that big storm that racked the Northeast Corridor. Bush's house in Kennebunkport was seriously damaged by that storm. Now, when Bush had to do his personal taxes, here's a trash can. When Bush did his personal taxes, he was allowed to take a natural disaster deduction for the money he spent to fix his house. But Bush Sr. said, no, I'm not going to do that. And they're like, why? And they said, I'm the one who declared it a disaster agency. I'm the one that declared it a national disaster. It would be, a conflict of interest for me to take the deduction because I'm the guy who declared the disaster. And the tax lawyers and actually the government ethicists, they're like, no, we don't feel that's the case. He's like, no, I'm not going to do it. It's the perception that matters. I'm not going to do it. And I always remember that because then the next 8 years of Clinton, we had, a different standard. So, you're from Maine. Okay. So you probably remember the perfect storm. Yes, there is a TFR for part of New York, I guess. And I think there's a TFR for Delaware, Wilmington this weekend. So, temporary flight restrictions are a good way to track VIP movements. You can actually get on the mailing list, or you can just find them on a website. Guys, there's a really good view of the White House. There's a lot of congressional people up there. So here's the White House. There you go. We're looking over. Actually, the play set that Jill Biden set up for the grandkids is right over there on the left. Yeah, Trump did donate all this salary. I don't know where it went to, though. But I remember he was doing that. Back in the old days, the president would make, I don't know what the president makes now, $400,000 a year, I think. They used to make $200,000 a year. If you violate a flight restriction, you get F-16s come up behind you. I'm not joking. So tomorrow, if you like to follow aircraft movements, take a look. You're going to see KC-35 tankers, air-to-air tankers, flying routes around New York or DC. And those tankers are going to be feeding fighter jets that are providing air cover for the presidential movement. So tomorrow you'll see the racetracks of the KC-135s. A lot of construction down here. Ooh, interesting. You can actually see the name on the side of the truck. Or is it just a government truck? Upper Marlboro. Eastcom, EASTCOMM, Eastcom in Upper Marlboro. That's who's doing those construction trucks. They would go a tad bit over Maryland. They'll come over DC. So the helicopter will take off. It'll go around the Washington Monument, down the river, and then it'll go straight out to Andrews. It'll pass over Anacostia, and it'll sort of pick up as decoys, and then they'll fly straight, and then they'll be over Maryland airspace for about, a couple miles. Hey, Wisconsin, how you doing? We're coming up on the South Lawn. We're down by the National Christmas tree over here, which is all de-ornamented right now. Is that even a word? I just made it a word, yeah? Hey, Joseph, you're near Upper Marlboro. Okay. My beach house is in Calvert, so I get out through Upper Marlboro quite a bit. That's my Home Depot. I think technically Upper Marlboro extends from like Andrews all the way out to Jugs Bay or something. Fighter jets were on the ground during that. An interesting story, the first fighter jets up over DC were unarmed F-16s from the DC Air National Guard. And one of the pilots was a woman. And she took off with her wingman as they were flying towards the White House. Wingman said, I'll take the nose, and she said, I'll take the tail. And basically what it meant, they just basically agreed they were going to smash their F-16s into the plane. But they didn't get there in time. It was kind of an eerie moment for those two F-16 pilots, unarmed, going up. Hey guys, we're on YouTube. We're at the South Lawn of the White House. Contractors all over the place. Yeah, you can see a lot of cool jets going off Andrews. Boring day at work, Kelly? I'm sorry. And over here is this construction. Hey Sue, how you doing? Alrighty, let's keep going. These are the guys we saw bike by us earlier, playing the music on their thing. Yeah, I gotta get there. Weather is like in the mid-40s, going up to the 50s, so it's not really a bad. There's actually a bunch of people out there. You see them? You see those guys? Hang on. There's a bunch of people down by the door. Must be the drivers of the trucks. Upper Marlboro. Groundhog did see his shadow, apparently. I don't know if they fly into LaGuardia usually, or they fly to JFK, because it's a big plane. Joseph, the nearest bald eagle's nest that I know of is over on the Anacostia River, which is about 4 or 5 miles as the eagle flies. But as you might have seen my pictures, I actually did see a bald eagle. Actually, let me rephrase that. There are probably some bald eagles up in Georgetown area. Happy Groundhog Day. Stupid rat went back in, so we got 6 more weeks of winter. Ugh. Huh. The Marines are over there. There's a couple Freemason buildings in town. Don't go in them, I'd go by them. Hey, Pennsylvania. So there's a bus over there. See, that's like a Marine Corps bus. I think that's probably the band. Yay, winter. Tom, his schedule has not been published, but I did just get an email. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's on my other phone. I could probably give you the details. Though they usually don't release the exact specifics until later tonight. But I did just see an email. They're doing a big cancer thing, yeah, the moonshot to go after cancer, as they called it. Okay, let's see what the... God, how many emails do I have on this phone? Oh, they're throwing away all the old Christmas trees. Goodbye, old Christmas trees. You've served us well. Oh, no, I don't see it. So you see those over there? Those are the old Christmas trees, the little Christmas trees from the 50 states, and they're going to be composted, I guess, or put into this trash truck for their trip to the final Christmas tree resting place. Bye-bye, trees. Now I can't find this email, Tom. Why? Oh, I know where it might be. I'll let this guy go by. Media advisory on the trip to New York. You guys can get the White House pool reports on Twitter. Oh, geez. Media arrival time, estimated Air Force One arrival time, 10:50 a.m. at JFK. So that means we're going to have an early morning departure from D.C. I'm not seeing Tom Brady. Is he here? The big Christmas tree is planted. The little ones they cut down each year. Estimated departure time 4:45 from JFK. The snow owl, I tried to go out and see him one night, and it was just so cold. I do get out to Dulles. I was actually at the Air and Space Museum in Dulles a couple weeks ago. You can see that in my old videos. We went to the Dulles Museum. Yeah, if you guys, there's a Twitter account that automatically publishes the White House press pool. If you just search White House press pool, it's called White House press pool on 4th, FORTH, or something like that. And they automatically publish the press pool emails to Twitter. So if you guys are interested in following at a very close level, and that's where you get like the color commentary from the press. It's like Joe Biden's motorcade stopped for 3 red lights. It was cold. There was a woman running by the side of the motorcade waving, and then someone screamed, "Let's go, Brandon." And they'd tell you all the little bits and tidbits from the press pool. Ashley Giles is stepping down as the England director of cricket because England got clobbered. I'm not sure where that neighborhood is. I actually wanted to go to the neighborhood from Being There with Peter Sellers. That was a funny movie in DC. So that's the African American History Museum. The Red Cross, oh, we've kind of missed it. It's over on the other side of the ellipse. I'm kind of going this way. How many miles do I walk a day? When I'm in form, I'm doing 7 to 10 miles a day, easily. When I was in Hong Kong, I literally was doing 10 to 20 miles a day. But I've downgraded quite a bit. The Captain America Winter Soldier, part of that was filmed in DuPont Circle. That's where his house was. I worked on Capitol Hill for a number of years, and then I went into the technology industry. And now I don't really do much anything. I occasionally work. Occasionally get called up and say, "Can you help us for a week in such and such place?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And I get to travel. Yeah, they did actually. We made so many dumplings. I have dumplings in the freezer. I've been giving dumplings away to friends and stuff. I made so many darn dumplings. They were okay. We made one mistake. It's that we used cabbage, and the cabbage has a lot of water in it, which makes making the dumplings harder. Okay, so there's a little mini protest over here behind the African American History Museum. So we'll go over there, and then we'll make our way down the mall again, yeah? We're just gonna, we'll go this way first. I don't do much of anything. I make YouTube videos. I'm a dad, a full-time dad. Occasionally people ask me to help them on tech projects. But I didn't show you that at the National Cathedral. You've got to find that. Debbie, thank you for that. We're gonna, I don't know, let's find a homeless guy. Well, you guys are giving me money and I don't have any homeless guys to buy lunch. We see one. There's one over here, but as many times as I've tried to help this guy, he's on another planet. And I really worry about this guy over here, but I don't see him today. Still don't have. Well, hey, Bill, how's it going, man? Oh, so we're in the shadow of the Washington Monument. The Eye of Sauron. So my friends and I, when we walk in the shadow, we would call it the zone of death. Because influenced by so many 1950s science fiction movies where the Washington Monument got blown up and fell over, if you're in the shadow of the Washington Monument, you're in like the crush zone if the Washington Monument was to fall over. I had a hot dog. That big tree is still down. That big tree crashed and fell, but it's now growing sideways, which doesn't make sense. That's the thing. I got to do something with the cabbage, like get the water out of it. I am married. Yes, I have 2 kids. Oh, I hear geese. Toxic, I do follow the press pool on Twitter. However, I'm actually on the press pal emails, so I get the press pool emails direct, which is sometimes easier. In the movies, the Washington Monument gets its butt kicked all the time. Yeah. From Mars attacks to all sorts of... The day the Earth stood still, they didn't actually hit the monument, but they thought about it, I think. No, I don't make bad marks about Canadians. I do about Canadian geese, though, because they leave these little Canadian geese bombs all over the place I step in. And they're really gooey and green. I haven't been to Canada in a couple of years. Last time I drove from Windsor to Niagara Falls, and I was shocked at how many windmills there were. It was like a parade of windmills. I just had a hot dog, so I'm not like dying, but I think we're gonna have pho. I think we're gonna have Vietnamese food. So here's this thing set up over here. Unarmed Canadians. Oh, here comes the Marines. I used to call Canadians like diet Americans. Like same great taste, less filling. Yeah. You know, the National Cathedral live streams. So there's a Marine unit over there. There's a company of Marines out for their afternoon jog. They're not singing though. They're making their way up to the monument and down to the Lincoln Memorial. Probably from 8th and I, the Marine barracks at 8th and I. All right, let's go up this thing. It's like a Stonehenge. Care work is infrastructure. So this is a thing for home health care workers, I think, or nurses. Build Back Better. They want inclusion in the Build Back Better bill for healthcare workers. Bold investment. They want $15 an hour minimum for healthcare workers. I think is what the sign. I don't know any healthcare workers making under 15. I mean, aren't they making a lot of money now because the demand is so high? I don't know, maybe not. My old nanny from Hong Kong moved to Canada to become a nurse. They should make more than that. I just don't know what they are. Food trucks. But nobody's selling pho, and I really feel like noodles today. Build back better bakeries. You know, we don't have many good bakeries here. I don't know what they're going to do when the plows are busy doing the road. Thankfully, that hasn't really been an issue. I guess they could always bring some other big vehicle, like tractors or something. Have I been inside the Library of Congress? Yes. As a congressional aide, I used to actually go into the Library of Congress and do work. It's the Library of the Congress, actually. So they have a special service called CRS, the Congressional Research Service, which congressional aides rely on a great deal for a lot of the nuts and bolts of government stuff. So CRS reports are actually pretty nonpartisan, factual reports on government programs and things like that. It's kind of interesting to read. They are kind of ugly. They kill a lot of birds, I guess. Yes, you can go into the Library of Congress, but to get into the research area, I think you have to be a researcher, and I think you have to just pre-register or something like that. They used to allow, this is how bad it was. There used to be a bunch of research academics who went down deep into the stacks of the Library of Congress, and they found these beautiful old, like, illustrated birds of North America books, yeah? And they went there with a razor, and they cut all the pages out, and they sold them to print shops who were like, put them in frames and then sold them to yuppies for $100 a pop or something like that. So they kind of restricted it. Now the airspace on the mall is closed temporarily, and I think that's construction related because they were open for a while. You can do a lot of research online. I don't know what happened to Bike Flag Dude. It's too cold to bike. Maybe tomorrow though. It's going to be in the 50s tomorrow. So hello. Going bank, yeah. I'm sure the demand is so high, the need for nurses and whatnot is just crazy. Yeah, they're doing something about cancer today. So this is a temporary security camera system put up by the park police that everybody hates because it's ugly as sin and it looks like an Orwellian state. It's supposed to be up for another 16 months or something. Here's your sandbags on the Smithsonian station, the subway station. The Capitol building to the Washington Monument. I think the Capitol to the Lincoln Memorial is like 2.5 miles or something like that. And I'd like to say the Washington Monument is probably 1 to 1.5 miles. It's a bit of a hike. Where's the cars that were in the middle? You mean the cars that are parked over there? Oh, those fancy cars. Oh, there's some helicopters over there. Hang on a second. What is that? White tops. That was just something they had. They just had that for a while in the summer. Can you track Air Force One on ADSB Exchange? Yes, but it doesn't show up as AF1. You just have to look for a VC-25 because there's only 2 VC-25s in the entire world. So when you see a VC-25, well, it's Air Force One. You can, of course, get Air Force One on live air traffic control radio. So if you guys are listening, I haven't seen any fire trucks today, but if you guys listen to like JFK air traffic control, you'll hear Air Force One calls. What did I say it was? 10:45 or something like that? Yeah, we're getting that over the weekend, Debbie. It's going to drop down to like 20 with a wind chill in the teens. I think my kid's soccer game is going to get canceled again. Hey, Ozarks. I used to go to the Current River in Missouri. We used to go canoeing on the Current River. That was a nice, pleasant ride. I don't know if that's in the Ozarks, though. Yeah, they're doing their Build Cancer Better thing or whatever. Moonshot, that's what they called it. Wife is calling me. You can get Marine One on air traffic control. It'll be on the DCA, the Reagan National Helicopter Channel. Reagan National has a dedicated frequency for helicopter traffic, and you'll be able to hear that too. Trump flew a Learjet this rally to Texas. I saw a picture. It was a white Learjet, private. I don't know where Castle Rock is, to be honest. There's a picture. He got a really good picture with a bunch of cops. Is he mumbling or whispering again? Oh, let's go over here. This is really pretty over here. 2 Blackhawks? That might have been what I saw. Nighthawks, I thought. They were white tops. -36. Okay, you win the cold race. Wife is calling. Yeah, we gotta get back to. Who knows what she's gonna mow. She always just watch my live stream and come in here. Yeah, there's lots of, bagels? Yeah, actually, one of the top 10 bagel places in the country, Call Your Mother Bakery, Call Your Mother Bagels, is in DC. Oh, I hear the Eagle Park Police over there. So there's a place called Call Your Mother, and it's actually ranked as one of the top 10 bagel places in the country. There's the Black Hawk. There's one Black Hawk over there. I thought there were 2. He's over the archives. Yeah, there's a lot of birds here. This is my phone, yeah? But I'm using a gimbal, so it's not too jittery. I hope I'm not making you guys, like, road sick or anything. So this is the second oldest Smithsonian. This is the Arts and Industries building. This was closed for 20 years and it just reopened a few months ago. I took you guys on a tour of this. This had like a really cool flying car in here. But right now they've got exhibit on the future. What does the future look like? Pizza. No, I was thinking of pizza, but not sure when we're going to go over that Sterlina's. They got this weird green thing in front of this museum. I don't know what it is. It's like a mirror of some sort. It looks kind of cool. There we go. It goes up and around. It's closed right now. Yeah, it's closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Masks are required for museums, but vaccinations are not. Vaccinations are required for restaurants, bars, and gymnasiums. Masks are required for museums. Those are not the geese, those are just grackles or something. So this is the Hirshhorn Sculpture Garden, and it's being repaired, but they've got like this really funky decoration on the outside. They don't just put up blue tarps, you know? And it's not like they're going to put up a chain link fence with a blue tarp when they fix the memorials in the museums. They go to town, yeah? So this one has got a bunch of art hanging on the side. My kids think it's sus. They're like, Dad, that's so freaky. We drove by it one day. They're like, Dad, there's a huge thing there. Ooh. No, it's not real greenery. It was all like plastic and mirrors and stuff, that greenery. Mark, I don't know. They haven't really been complaining. DC is like, the vaccination rate in DC is 90% or something like that. The river was frozen yesterday. I don't know what it is today. So.
You see the armor coming off. Oh my God.
Thanks for watching. That building on my right is the Hirshhorn Museum of Modern Art, and it's being renovated, and they've got a giant tarp around it with, well, faces and stuff. The kids are teens. This one up here is the Air and Space Museum. It is under renovation right now as well. This one's a massive renovation, like $1 billion renovation. Lunch today is going to be noodles. I already had a hot dog, which was quite yummy. But I'm waiting till a little bit later to go. I don't eat lunch with the cool kids. I eat by myself later at the table in the corner, doodling in my notepad. Hey, East Tennessee. Is it snowing there? Oof, that was a big bump. My favorite thing to do there is to take people to touch the moon. If you go to the Air and Space Museum, you can actually touch a moon rock. It's pretty cool. The Secret Service, you know, if you Google weapons of the Secret Service, they tell you what kind of automatic weapons they're carrying. It's not SKS, I'm not sure what they are. It was something that you don't really see that often. Yeah? Yeah. Let's just walk through the trees, yeah? I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. Yes and no. The Amtrak station is up ahead to your left. It's Union Station. But over to my right, 2 blocks, is a commuter rail station called LaFont Plaza. So not only do the commuter rail trains honk going through there, but the freight trains, the CSX freight trains that use that line, they also honk going through that station. So we do hear a lot of horns down there this way. The Indian Museum's up there, the Native American one. So here's the Air and Space Museum under renovation. Not much to see there, but a big crane. Hey, good day, Abel. Snow 18. Ugh. That's what we're going to get in 48 hours, I think. They're projecting cold weekend for us. There's a snow owl or whatever in DC, the white one, the Arctic snow owl. But I haven't seen it. It's over by Union Station. They're not total. They come in like every 5 or 10 years. You see one of those here in DC. I'd like to see it. I think he's pretty happy. There's so many rats. He's kind of feasting on rats. Oh, at the Cape they had it. 2008. Wow, that was a while ago. Sad. South Georgia, not South Georgia Island, right? That's off in the Atlantic. South Georgia Island is off like the Falkland Islands, if I recall properly. South Georgia is kind of where the Falklands War started, if I remember. Obama lives way back behind me to the left, past the White House, up by the northwest, up by the Vice President's house. Obama, Clinton, and the Vice President all live within like a half mile of each other. Well, the horse is still here. But I don't know if he just left the trailer open. South Georgia, yeah. I know of those eagles, but I haven't seen them. I mean, I've seen them on the webcam. They're on the Anacostia, which is about 2 miles straight ahead behind the Capitol. God, this rock in my shoe has just driven me nuts today. Alrighty. Interesting. I just noticed the POW MIA flag is up there, but I don't think I saw it earlier. Glass door in front of the White House. Not right now, but next time we go by, I'll see what I can do. No, actually, Kelly, I'm back where I started. I'm going to walk over and get my car, and we're going to go get some food. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching today. I'm going to go get some noodles, and I will see you guys very soon. We'll probably have a small video uploaded tonight, so if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you all next time. Bye.